Great. Hey guys, how you guys doing today? Hopefully everybody's doing well. And today I just want to go over, create a new video. I'm going to talk today about your mind and how you create, actually how it creates and how you get the results you get, and so forth. All right. That is what we're going to embark. We're going to embark on our journey today. It's about our mind, how we can use it, or rather how it uses us and you're not aware of it, and how you can retrain or reprogram or get your mind back. All right. Okay, so let me begin. You know, in life, before you guys started to learn and see how your mind works, you know, a lot of you guys have been on a long journey, I would say, or a journey that takes a lot of time, preparation, a lot of research, a lot of study, a lot of application. But here's the issue we all face. The number one issue we all face is we tend to develop an emotion or a need or a yearn for information. All right, we tend to gather, we don't tend to comprehend. Okay, we'll go out, we'll search and find as many information as we possibly can. We use, we interpret, and we attempt to apply the information we learn about self-awareness, self-improvement, creation, law of attraction, so forth, to create our reality. So by now everybody knows, or if you're seeing this channel or you're visiting this channel, we all have an idea now, and we all have some sort of understanding of how reality is created. All right, so what I will do, I will go ahead and I'll do a brief introduction, because we always have new viewers, new individuals tuning in. So I'll go ahead and I'll do a brief introduction to show you how you create what you get. Just basically going to talk a little bit about some science, quantum physics in particular. So it's going to show you how you create, or how your reality is created. All right, so by now you guys know that everything is created from what I refer to as elementary particles. The smallest particles are atoms. So what is an atom? So basically, an atom consists of a small molecular particle. Okay, within the atom you have what is known as its nucleus. Okay, basically the nucleus of an atom contains protons and neutrons. Okay, one is positively charged, the other isn't. Okay, now around that nucleus of the atom, it's orbited by what is known as electrons. All right, now all these are known as elementary particles. Here's how they work. They all have a unique magnetic emittance of frequency, okay, vibration. So every particle emits its own vibrational frequency. You, my friend, are comprised of billions or trillions of these elementary particles. That is what makes you, me, everything you can see in your current reality. Okay, now with that being said, right now you are emitting billions and trillions of different energetic frequencies, or vibratory frequencies, right now are being emitted from you. Okay, so your universe works with these principles. I refer to them as EDF, energy dynamic frequencies, and they are energy, magnetism, frequency, emittance, resonance. Okay, these are all comprised and make up your universe. But here's the thing: these particles, they create everything that you see and interact with. Even your thoughts emit particles. Okay, so how does it all work? How does it create? It creates through your consciousness, particularly certain part of your consciousness, your subconscious mind. Okay, it has domain over these particles, so it can in essence control, move, bring in, attract something that you desire. Because remember I said before that everything is created from these particles. So when I say everything, I do mean everything. Money, house, car, everything. Okay, so what is the core base of an atom? So now we know atoms create, and they are particularly what makes you and I. Okay. All right. Good to see you, my friend Galaxy. All right. So what is an atom comprised or made of? Okay. An atom is basically made from pure energy. So everything in essence is derived and created from energy. All right. So we got that. So everything is elementary particles. Everything creates, vibrates, and attracts. Okay. All right. So you, me, everything, we're energy. So we're always giving off certain emittance of frequency. Your universe works. Just look at the universe as a big mirror, huge mirror. You have a mirror in your bathroom or in your room. When you look in your mirror, it reflects back to you. This is the simplest way to look at how creation works. The universe is one big mirror. Okay? One big mirror. You know, one huge mirror. Right. Oh, Wes, I would turn my AC off, but I took it out the car because I raced my car, so I try to keep it as light as possible. So I took the AC compressor out, and that is why I don't have AC. I use it to race, or I track my car. So the lighter the better. That's the reason why I got this car. As you know, I love cars and I love to race and so forth. So the lighter the better. All right. Okay. So these frequencies emit and they go out. Okay. They create. Now, your universe, one big mirror. Okay, one big mirror. So what happens? It reflects back to you what you put out emotionally, feelings. Because you emit these vibratory signals, the universe will pick them up. So if you're feeling a feeling of wealth, you desire a feeling of a new job or a house, here's the key. It works according to what that represents to you. Okay? So if you desire a house, a new house, what emotion would you feel when you get the new house? How would you feel to know that, hey, I got my new house? That is the frequency that the universe will mirror back to you, and it will bring it into your house. Okay? So not the actual house, it's just what it would feel like to be in the house, to own the house. For some of you, it may be excitement, it may be relief, you know, it may be joy. Okay? Those emotional frequencies, or those emotional feelings. Sorry, got a little disconnected. But right, those emotional feelings are what will create and bring your desires into you. Okay? So now I'm going to talk about what is known as the quantum field, or the sea of endless possibilities. Okay? So we know about atoms. We know that they have a nucleus. We know that they have an electron that orbits it. We know that each of these particles, they give off their own unique frequency. All right, so we know that an atom is comprised of pure energy as its base. So you and I were all made from that stuff, okay? And we always give off magnetically attraction, okay? Your subconscious mind has control or domain over these particles, and it creates and brings it in. The universe is a big mirror. You put it out, it matches it and brings it in. It activates the law of attraction, which is just a magnetic force, brings it into you, and you experience it. Okay? So that's where. So, with that being said, it brings it in. Boom! It creates it, and it gets manifested. All right. So that is how it works. Okay. So we know these quantum particles. Now let me talk about the sea of possibility, or quantum reservoir of energy particles that exist. So look, I want you guys to remember this. All right. There's a term it's referred to in quantum mechanics is known as duality. You hear me say quantum duality. What is quantum duality? Quantum duality basically means that these particles I talked to you a little bit earlier, the atoms and elementary particles, they always exist in two states. All right. They exist in a state of what you're seeing right now, which is an actuality, what you're experiencing, and then they exist in a state of a possibility. I mean, possibility, chance, probability. In other words, anything that you desire and everything that you desire already exists as some type of possibility, some type of chance, some type of probability. So a house, a car, a money, whatever you want, the lottery wins, it already exists as a possibility or probability. Because remember, everything that you can desire or think of already exists somewhere in that field. Okay, so everything you want, or you already have it at the quantum level. And you bring that over with your attention first, your thoughts, feelings, and emotion finishes it off and brings it in. Okay, that's the part we know. But that's how you can get what you desire. It's not by the thought alone, it's just by the feelings, right? So everything is one big magnet. Just think of everything as a big magnet. You're one huge magnet walking around. And you're giving off and attracting what you feel. Your subconscious mind is going out, picking it up and creating it according to your feelings and emotions, not according to your thought. Okay? Now let's get into let's get into your mind. Now you always hear me say the ego. What is the ego? Is the ego an evil person? Okay? Is the ego something evil? What is the ego? Okay? All the ego is referred to as your conditioned mind. Your ego is your conditioned mind. What is your conditioned mind? Your conditioned mind is the mind, the logical mind, that from the day of your birth, as soon as you pop out, information, beliefs were all being inputted into your mind. So your ego comprised and is made of these, all right? So our ego predominantly has 95% negative beliefs. Okay. So when that voice in your head that's always saying to you, this is never going to work, this isn't right, let's do it this way, let's do it that way, what are you doing? Okay, that is the ego, your conditioned mind. Guys, here's the key. The more you resist your ego, the stronger it will become. So you do not want to resist your ego. Let me tell you a little bit about your conditioned mind and what's the purpose for the existence. Okay, it can be used as a double-edged sword. Your conditioned mind was created to basically keep you safe. Okay, it doesn't like to take risk, and it likes to keep things the way they are. It doesn't like change. Doesn't like to resist change. Okay, so you can be in a position, or you can be in a career where you're not achieving what you want, or you're not getting what you want, or financially you're not making what you would want, but you want to change, and you say, you know what, I've been doing this for years and I got to make a change. I'm not getting where I want to go and I want to change. Okay, ego, conditioned mind doesn't care about that. Its main job is to keep you alive and to keep things the way it is. Okay, so even if you're unhappy, that's not the ego's problem. It doesn't care. It just wants to keep the things in. Here's how it holds you back. Now you decide, you say what? You build up the courage. You say, you know what? I'm going to move on. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to try something new. So what you do now, you try to go out there now and you try to change your circumstance. You're trying to change your direction. Remember, ego doesn't like change. It likes to keep things the way it is. So it fights back with what? With an emotion. And now what's the emotion it gives you? The emotion of fear. Rationality. So you go out. You say, I'm going to take a chance. Here comes the ego. What are you doing? You know, if you go do this, what are the chances you're going to succeed? What if you don't get the job? What if you fail? It's best if you stay where you're at. At least we have something. Something is better than nothing. Okay? If you go over there and try to do that, what if it doesn't work? All these fear and emotion now cripple your mind, cripple you now. So what happens? You start to double think and you start to say, wow, you know, this may be true. At least I have something here. If I go over there, I'm not sure what I'm going to get. So guess what you do? You settle. You're back in the same position. Ego regains control and you settle. You could miss out on an opportunity, your dream, your manifestations. And this cycle happens year after year. Here's a big clue about your ego, my friend. Your ego believes it creates your reality. It has no idea that your subconscious mind creates your reality. And here's how the ego creates your reality. It does it based on your past experiences. So it goes back into the past, what you experienced, and it uses the past to create according to your future. So if you haven't done certain things in the past or haven't experienced certain things in the past, it's limited. You can't reach your full potential. You never reach your full potential with your ego. Okay? That is how your ego works, the conditioned mind. So when I say you don't fight your ego, what I mean is this. You become what is known as a watcher. You observe it. Okay? Once you start to observe and see where your mind predominantly goes and exists. Here's the thing, my friend. If you're constantly in the past, thinking about the future, you are not running your mind. Your mind controls you. Okay? Repeat it again. If your mind is predominantly thinking and living in the past, worrying and thinking about the future, and you're not in the present moment or the now, you are not controlling your mind. Your mind is controlling you. Here's the thing, my friends. The past is just a memory that is stored in the mind. It doesn't exist anymore. It's a form of now. The future, there is no future. The future hasn't existed. It is now. Anything that ever happens now. Okay? When you create it, now. Not tomorrow, not next week. When you feel pain, when do you feel pain? Now. You don't feel pain tomorrow. You don't feel pain yesterday. It's now. So everything that is created in the now. There's only the now. Look, the future you created now. So there's no tomorrow. There's no next year. There's in a conscious level. There's no next week. So if you're living your life and hoping and saying my future will be better and this will happen better, then you're not existing in the now, because the now is where you create your future. Okay? See? That is an illusion. Past, future, illusions. There's only the now. Remember, when you feel pain, right now. Okay? When things happen, right now. Cause and effect, it's now. It's not tomorrow. When tomorrow comes, guess what? Still now. When do you think of your future? You think of it now. When you think of your past, now. When you're in your past and thinking about the past, when were you doing it? Right now. The now is your point of power, because you create everything right now, my friend. Here's the thing. If you're ransoming your present moment for some future event, you will not find happiness. Because here's what will happen. When that comes and you get it, guess what? The future, the present moment won't be good enough for you, because you'll think there's an even better future and better. So you'll just constantly chase and you'll never find happiness. So the present is all we have, my friends. There's no future. The future is now. Okay? If you think about the future, if you say to yourself, I'll do it in the future, or one day I'll win the lottery, or soon I'll get my house, or down the line, or I see myself doing this in the future. No. You have to see yourself doing it now, because this now is all we have. It's an illusion. See, that's how your ego can trick you. Okay? Remember, the ego uses past, future. Look, all our problems and situations that you have are derived from two events: the past and the future, which are illusion. All your problems. Because look, when you think about the past, think about something that happened, you emotionally get attached to the emotion of the past. Guess what happens now? That emotion now transfers into your present moment, which is the now. Okay? And then, because remember, guys, you attract, you put out these energetic frequencies. So that emotion that you brought in from your past, bring it into your present moment, which is the now. Guess what you do? You create it again, and it exists again. See how your problems come in? Same thing with the future. The future hasn't existed. You think about what I'm going to do in the future, or hopefully this happens, and you bring that emotion again, boom, creates, and boom. And that's how your ego can deceive you and trick you. So you'll keep wishing and hoping and saying my future is going to be better. No. Your future starts now. You have to create now. Here's a big key to manifesting. You must believe, or you must feel, that what you want or what you desire, you have it right now in feelings. Because remember, guys, things don't create in the future. That's an illusion. Things don't create in the past. It's an illusion. Creation happens now. As I'm talking to you, creation is happening in this moment. If I pinch myself right now, I'm feeling the pain right now. Okay? Very key. It's now. See? So when you're thinking about the future, it doesn't exist. It's an illusion. That's your conscious, egotistical mind. So what happens when you're not in the now? You cannot create. You won't get what you desire. So you'll keep ransoming. Are you one of those individuals that live for the future, that live for next week, that live for the weekend, that live for the year? Oh, my year is gonna be this. I'm gonna get this next week. Are you one of those individuals that live for the future? If you do, it's something you need to understand. It is an illusion. The only time we have is the present moment. It is now. So if you can live for now and accept what you have right now, and you start to feel and put the emotion of the perceived future in the now, guess what happens? You bring it in and you create it. Because you're always giving off vibratory energetic frequencies. Okay, quantum particles are always emitting frequencies. The universe is one big mirror. You put it out, it creates it, boom, and you get it. So in other words, what I'm saying to you is this: if you desire to win the lottery, you desire to manifest money, career, anything, you have to do it now. You cannot say in the future or think ahead. You think of it happening right now. Okay? Because when you do it, guess where you're at? Your point of power, your creative power. Here's the biggest reason that you must try to persist and live in the moment to moment. Here's why. Your subconscious mind predominantly exists in this present moment. Doesn't have an awareness. Future, past doesn't exist in your subconscious mind. Here's the big, who's the creator in all this? Your subconscious. So if you're in the now, the present moment, guess who you're with? Your creator. And who else lives in there? Your higher self. Okay? Look, let me show you something. It is impossible to have a problem when you're in the present moment. Okay? Why? Because if you're in the present moment, you have two options. You either handle what's in front of you, or you accept the situation in front of you. That's it. You don't have problems. See how that works? If you're living in the moment to moment, you can't have a problem. Because when things come up, it's two options you have. You either will handle the situation in front of you, or you'll accept the situation for what it is. And guess who else you have as your helper? You have your higher self, the infinite source of knowledge and wisdom. So it will help you to solve situations. See, problems exist because of what? Our rational mind. You think of something and you perceive it out. It hasn't physically manifested, but that's what a problem is. You think and you worry and you create it. Okay? See how that works, guys? So you can be happy right now. You don't have to create a problem and then find a solution and then be happy. That is your conditioned mind that does that. That's how you get in a reality loop, I call it, a negative trance. Okay? So key points now. Conscious mind has no idea. Your subconscious creates. So Mark, how do I get out from that logical mind? How can I get out from my ego? How can I escape it? How can I get into creating my reality through my subconscious mind? Because my ego thinks it knows everything and it tries to lead me and it tries to direct me. And I want to know, how can I get bypass that? How can I start to create with my subconscious mind? All right. First thing you have to do is, of course, you have to accept and be aware and know what's going on. So now you know how your mind and your ego works. Okay? So now you know that. So now the next question is, how do I do that? All right. Let me tell you something, guys. These are my hands, okay? They're like a tool. So I pick up a cup and I can drink. Put it down, I put my hands back down. Your mind is the same way. Your conscious mind is a tool. Use it when you need it, put it down when you don't. That's it. So I go back again. If you're one of those individuals that's constantly living in the past, thinking about the future, you're not controlling your mind. Your mind's controlling you. Because when you can control your mind, you can be in the present moment. And when fear, doubt, lack comes in, you know what it is. You know that, okay, fear is an illusion created by my conditioned mind, my ego. It is not real, so you can control. Then you'll know, okay, I create my reality according to my feelings and my emotions. Even though a thought may come in that seems negative, I can bypass it and know that, hey, this is not real. This is just something that my ego is using to try to control me and keep me where? At the same circle. That is the difference between someone who can control their mind and someone whose mind controls them. Okay? That is how you do it. So look, you can actually change that voice in your head. See that ego voice? That voice that tells you it'll never work, it's not going to happen. That's what I do when I coach my students. I show you how to change that voice and turn it around into that positive voice that says, we can do this. Don't give up. Let's find a way. There's a way that you can create or change that egotistical voice into the positive voice. Now it becomes the helper and not the hinderer. Okay? Because remember, guys, your ego is your conditioned mind. It's conditioned. What is conditioned? I mean, it's groomed. It was repetitive. It's habitual. Okay? You can reverse that. That's what I teach when I do the coaching. I teach you how to reverse. So now your mind will be in alignment with helping you instead of hindering you. Okay? So remember, it's very important to exist in the present moment because you have your point of power, and your point of power is your creative magnetic energy. And when you create now. Everything that happens right now. Whatever's going to happen, it's now. Happiness, now. Wealth, now. Success, now. Not sometime in the future. Don't rationalize, don't put yourself, don't sacrifice something now for the future, because when the future comes, it's now. And you'll always be chasing something that you will never reach, something that will never make you happy, because once you get it, guess what else? Now you reach for something else. You see how it works? Happiness starts now. And once you can feel, here's the biggest tip, guys, to create anything. Once you can feel and put out an emotion of what you want, or you have it now, in this moment, guess what happens? And when I talk about that big mirror, the universe, now you're putting out the frequency of your reality. Guess what happens now? The universe brings it, boom. You have it. You live in it. There's no more future. Your future starts now. So you create moment to moment, and the moment to moment is the future. Okay? That's how it goes. When you go back, you have to understand that is your ego mind. That's a rational mind. Because look, it is the reason why your habitual mind fights you from being in the present moment is this. The reason why it's so difficult to be in the moment is because your conditioned mind or your ego has no control when it's in the present moment. Remember, your ego likes to be in control. Remember, it uses the past, uses the future to keep you in, to create. Okay? So when you're in the moment, there is no past, there is no future. There's just what? Now. So when it's there, it's trapped. It's like, whoa, I don't know what to do. I can't control it. What am I doing? And it fights you back with what? Fear, lack, worry. That's why it will always fight you. But there is ways. There is a way you can control this ego. There's a way to quiet it down. There's a way to turn it back around. Your mind is just a tool. Once you learn to master your mind, and through a series of videos, I'll continue to show you techniques on how to do this. And a lot of you guys and a lot of these students I coach, this is what I impart to them, and they're seeing excellent results, and they're seeing how their mind works. And now you become the controller of your mind doesn't run you. But I have to tell you, if you're one of those individuals that's constantly in the past, in the future, you're not in control of your mind, my friend. Your mind is running you. I want you to remember that, okay? Because past is what? Illusion, okay? A memory stored in the mind. Future is what? Illusion stored in the mind. Hasn't happened. Only right now, where you live. How does this work? Now we know our universe works with quantum mechanics, energy, particles, emission, vibration, frequencies. So look, everything that you see and observe has no solidity to it, okay? Doesn't have a solidity. It looks solid to you because of your brain's perception of reality. And let me go over this again with you to show you how you see. You do not see from outside, you see from inside your mind out. Remember that, okay? Photons are basically light. Light is the predominant energetic force that creates your reality, because light makes you see. Light illuminates. Light brings into. So photons are what are particles of light. They are always there. So what happens? They emit through your eyes or your retina. They go into the back. They travel up as electrical signals into your visionary cortex in the back of your brain. Okay? Your brain gets that electrical signal and converts it into an image, puts it back out, and boom, you see. So here's the key point I just gave you. I just gave you a huge tip, a huge point. Mark just told me that I create from inside out. So if I create from inside out, that means if I can see it in my mind and I can feel the emotion of what I have and I put it out, that means the universe will pick it up, will match it, and it will come into my existence. Yeah, exactly. But look, guys, everything I'm teaching, I'm showing you, only works after you've eliminated those wealth blockers or those limiting beliefs you have. Okay, so everything I'm teaching right now is pre-limiting beliefs removed. So the first step you have to do is wipe out the old belief pattern of negative, of lack. Okay, so that is how it works. So you create from inside out first. Okay. So in essence, once you're in the moment and you can create and you can vision and you can feel as if you have what you have, then here's what happens. It must manifest. It must come in, because these are universal laws. You know, universal laws are laws that are created by the universe. When I say universe, I'm talking about infinite mind, God, creation. That's the universe. God/universe. That's who I'm talking about. There's an intelligent creator. He created, designed these quantum particles. He gives them to you. You have free will to use them. Okay, your ego is not bad. It's not to hurt you. It was just there to protect you. But like I said, it's a double-edged sword, because of our conditioned mind. We're not in a perfect environment or perfect society. So when you were growing up, you had a lot of negative beliefs and patterns that were put into your mind, and your mind was conditioned to feel this way and think this way. Okay, so I don't want you to curse your mind or curse your ego. What I want you to do, I'll give you some tips. Here's what you do. You become what is known as the silent watcher, the observer. Just watch the habitual patterns of how often your mind goes into the past and goes into the future. Okay? I didn't get that question again, what he said basically. Okay, guys? That is how the egotistical part of your mind works, okay? So now you have an idea and a concept that the logical mind, you use it as a tool, but the creative part of your mind is what you really want to focus on. And you focus on this with your feelings, your emotions, okay? That's how you create and get what you get and you put in there, all right? So these are some key points I want you to understand. And if there's one thing I would like to leave you with, is the now. Exist and focus, present moment, okay? Instead of going through all the process of light, bypassing all the created image, it must project what seems over time. We may never know. Okay. Now, guys, look, time, I've always said, you know, I've always told you it is an illusion. Quantum physics shows us that time, the only time that exists is right this minute we're experiencing. Okay? That's the only time, is the now time. Once you can understand and get this concept, your life, your dreams, your desires, they will start to come in for you now, because now you know how it works. Now you know when these things happen in your mind. You know what's going on, okay? Going for long, that's randomly manifest, do I always feel strong, okay? And so how do I know when both my minds are in alignment? How do I know when I'm on the right path? How do I know when I have these limiting beliefs out? How do I know that it is working? Well, you know it's working because now you'll have a sense of calmness. You'll have more energy. You'll feel better. You'll just see things. And here's the biggest thing you'll know. Now the universe will start to open up to you with what is known as synchronicities. Synchronicities will seem, these numbers you see every day, the 2s, the 3s, the 4s. Those are the universal ways of letting you know, okay, that you are in alignment. And here's the biggest thing when you're in alignment. Both parts of your mind will be in communication now, okay? Conscious now will merge with the subconscious. And now, instead of that mind, that ego in the back saying, this will never work, what are we doing, wasting time? Now it says, let's find a way. We're gonna make it work. Do this. You know how powerful it is when you have both factions of your mind working? When you have that going, man, you're unstoppable, because you don't have anything hindering you right now, okay? Your subconscious and the conscious. Remember, conscious, the doer, thinker, subconscious, sorry, conscious, the sayer, thinker, subconscious, doer, prover. When they come together like this, boom, unstoppable. Happiness, wealth, success comes your way. Do we need to hold emotion all day or just a few minutes a day? My question. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Look, you don't need to hold an emotion all day. Here's how it works. if you can put out an emotion and you feel it and you just put it out. Once you put it out, okay, now you have to have expectation and throw all doubts out. 2 parts to make it work. Put it out, expect it, eliminate the doubt. That's it. If you can do that, it will start to manifest. Okay, that's how it works. Meditation, guys, I get a lot of questions on meditation. All right, look, basically now you know how your universe works, so I want you to, everything that I talk about and I present to you, you have to start to look at it now as energy, vibration. So what Mark says this, now how does that relate to a energetic form or a quantum form or a creative form? So let's talk about meditation. How does meditation relate to such things? Well, meditation is basically this. There's 2 types of meditation that I've discovered, and the only meditation I use is one for clearing my mind, to clear it so I can start manifest faster and abundantly, and for wealth. That's all. The only meditation I use. I don't use the other meditation. The other meditation is for balance, for feeling good and feel happy. But here's the thing, guys. Once you have your beliefs out, once you're in alignment, you know, you don't really need those meditation anymore, because you're at peace now. You can if you want to, if you're used to it, that's fine. But if you want to achieve a specific desired outcome, for example, we're talking about manifestation and creation and deliberate creative. So here's the meditation I would suggest for you to use to get what you desire. Okay? What you want to do is this. You want to be in a relaxed position, lean back, both legs out, hands together. And you just want to see yourself breathing for 2 minutes. That's it. Close your eyes, and in your mind's eye, see your breath. You're inhaling through your mouth, exhaling mouth and nostril. 2 minutes. See it come in, see it come out. See it come in, see it come out for 2 minutes. Here's what that does. First of all, it puts your mind in what? The now. Because what's happening? I've given your mind something to do, something to keep it busy. What is that? To watch the breath come in and out. So your mind now, the logical mind, is focused in on something, so it can't be in the past or in the future. So now it's in the now. So when it's in the now, you have your point of power. Number 1. Number 2, it balances both hemispheres of your brain. Okay, your neurons, they come together now. More oxygen is going in, more energetic balance, residual energy out. Now what? You have a clear conduit or an amplification for more energy. Remember, energy, vibration, frequencies, they can be amplified. What does amplification means? Higher, fine tuning. So the more you can fine tune for the energy, for the magnetism, for the thought, the feeling to manifest in your life, you have a clear conduit. So that is the first thing I do before I go in to visualize, or before I go in to do what I do to manifest what I want. I always start with that meditation. I do that for 2 minutes, and then I go into my visualization and my feelings, or whatever I desire to manifest. That's the only meditation I do, and I recommend that meditation for individuals who want to manifest things. Now, if you want to just have more balance, feeling good health-wise, or peace, or a certain aspect, then there's meditation for that. But I don't use those meditations because I don't need them. Okay? Because now my mind, my body, my mind, everything is in balance right now. And once you can do this and get that, then those meditations you won't need them as well. Okay? Why do you look? The mind. The reason why your mind constantly has chatter going on, because it is conditioned like that, because your ego has to be in control. So it always will find ways. It's always looking for things and ways and things to create to keep you going. That's why your mind has chatter. But look, you can quiet that chatter. Your mind is just a tool, just like I showed you with my hand. Use it when you need it. Put it down when you don't. The biggest reason, or the biggest issue with our mind, is always in the past and it's always in the future. But if you think about it, the past is just an illusion of a former now. It's not real. It doesn't exist anymore. Future that's not even here. That's not even real either. The only thing that is real and current is the now. Because things that happen they happen now. They don't happen tomorrow. It's going to happen right. It's happening right now. So happiness right now. Don't wait to be happy. If you wait to be happy, it'll never happen. Don't wait to be wealthy. It'll never happen. Don't wait to win the lottery. It'll never happen. Okay? It's an illusion. If you want to do it, you do it now. You feel it now. That's it. You use your emotions to feel it. You know, when I manifested and won the lottery, that's how I do. I felt it now. I walked and I talked and I act as if I already had it. And what? The universe mirrored it to me. A few months later, boom, I got what I desired. Because I know how to control my emotions and my feelings, and I know how to create it. Time is just an illusion. Do not be concerned about the time, and do not be concerned about the how. Okay? The lottery was just one avenue that I used. Now the universe could have delivered to me in infinite other ways. I could have got the money from somewhere else. I could have got a house from somewhere else. You just don't know. You just don't have to. That's my point. Is you don't worry about how. Just focus on what you desire to have. If you play the lottery, then you focus on the lottery. But also keep in mind that the universe can find another option to bring it to you. So what I'm saying is just don't focus and close everything off and say lottery is going to bring it for me. Leave 5% open for something else, so you have more options. Because remember, your subconscious mind is connected to where? Source energy, quantum field of infinite intelligence, infinite possibilities, chances, probabilities. So it knows more ways to bring you your desires than you will ever be able to think of. Because remember, we think with what? Our logical mind. And what is our logical mind? Limited. Well, how does it work? It can only go from the past to the future. So that's a clear indication to you to know that, hey man, I got to go beyond this part. I have to go down to this part, the subconscious. Okay? If you find it hard to visualize, because I do the coaching, I have a lot of students and they find it hard to do the visualize, okay? What if a Bring Trucks loses money? Is that the universe? That's a good question. It depends. All right. Look, if you find it hard to visualize your desires, create an image in your phone. Put the title on your phone. Create an album. Put your first name in the album and say, for example, Janet's Manifesting Now. That's the title of your album, okay? You're manifesting now, in the now. And then put everything that you want or you desire within that photo album, okay? Just put it in your phone. If you desire a car, go to the internet, find whatever you want. A mate, a woman, a man, a house, however they look. It exists already out there for you, so put the pictures, create your album in your phone. This is if you find it hard to visualize. And what you do is, you do your meditation, your 2 minutes meditation, and after you do your meditation, you open up your phone and you just skim through it. Don't focus, you don't have to look all into it. Just skim, because your subconscious mind picks it up like this. It's just boom, boom, boom. And while you're looking through your picture, you know, while you're looking through them, just start to feel what it's like to have it. You know, that's it. That's visualization for those who have a difficult time visualizing within their mind, okay? And the more you practice, the better you will get, okay? So those are some quick tips for you guys today. So remember, focus the present moment. If you're in the present moment, you will achieve your desires. You will create it because you're at your point of power. Remember that. Time is an illusion. Past, future doesn't exist. It's concept of the mind. Fear, worry, concept of the mind. Okay? Problems, concept of the logical mind. If you're right now in this present moment, you will have the power to create because you're in contact with who? Your higher self, subconscious mind. Gets you the answers to what you want. Boom. Okay? Got you. Mark, pretty good. Yes, you can. I don't have a problem with offering Photoshop services to the group. Guys, look. These things that I teach you about, look, I put them in action. That's why I created the Facebook page. So these things I'm showing you, they're actually physical evidence going on in this group I've created. So if you want some inspiration, you want to get motivated and see these techniques that I'm putting forth and see how they work, I encourage you to just create a Facebook profile. It doesn't have to be anything. The page is just to learn and to teach. It's called Manifesting Lottery Winnings Using Consciousness and Law of Attraction. Go to the page. Everything that I teach you here, it's being applied there. You'll see individuals reaping the benefits of using their mind. Okay, you'll see people manifesting checks, house, cars, lottery winnings, everything, jobs, because this is how the universe works. The old way doesn't work. It's the wrong way. You were taught wrong. You had the clue, you had the tool, but you didn't know how to use it. It's always your mind. Okay? And you'll see how it works, guys. So this is just not talk. This is action. Go to the page. Join it. See these techniques. See the results. Alright? I'll continue to make some more videos. And thank you guys for your time. And we'll continue again.